that we're going to go over today, it's also free and easy to do, and you can make it a part of your life. So I'm going to go step by step through this. First, it gives you credibility. Why does credibility matter? Well, depending on your industry, it matters for every reason you can imagine. If you're in the real estate space and you want to be considered the best real estate agent in Ohio, building the credibility of being a good real estate agent, creating videos, creating photos, doing really good content makes people want to refer people to you, which we'll go over down here. If you want to be the best in the fitness space and you become respected in the fitness space, well, people are going to refer you fitness clients because your personal brand is here. To create the personal brand, you just have to create good photos, good videos, get out there and network with people, comment on their pages, comment with them in real life, be out there in the scene and in the mix. A lot of those things are very free or cheap. And a lot of people think that it's so overwhelming. It's not. You don't have to have 800,000 followers to have a personal brand. If you have 30,000 followers in Wichita, Kansas, you're probably the most famous real estate agent or fitness trainer in that city. That's a really big deal. I don't want you to feel like you have to go out there and build millions of followers to have a personal brand. If you have 30 or 40,000 followers, if you have 10,000 followers, and you're in a local town, you become the expert. You become the personal brand. You become the person that everybody wants to forward and refer because you're the best real estate agent or the best personal trainer just because you have top of mind awareness. So gaining credibility, it gives you so many different things. It makes people want to invite you to events. It makes people want to refer you sales. It makes people want to invite you everywhere. It makes you the man or the woman in your town. Online, if you start to gain real following, you start to get to 30,000, 40,000, 50,000, 100,000 followers, well, now you become an authority. You become an expert. People want you speaking at their events. People want you to be a part of their books. People want you to be a part of their live events. They want you to be a part of their launch parties. They want you to post things for them. Like, having a personal brand for that side of things is very powerful. So if you can have a personal brand on the social side, it's also important to have it in real life, in person to person, because that credibility lasts with you forever. People want to work with you. People wanting to work with you is something that you want no matter what industry you're in. Doesn't matter if you're in the plumbing space, if you're in the bowling industry, if you sell sheets, if you sell tiles, it doesn't matter what the space you're in. If you're the best person to do tiles and everybody says, hey, that's the guy to buy tiles from, or that's the woman to buy tiles from, that's a really big deal because those sales and referrals are usually free. So what I mean by that, if you're in Wichita, Kansas, and you sell tiles, and you start to build your personal brand, and whenever you're installing tiles, or getting a new client, or just finished a great tile job in somebody's home, whether it's a beautiful home, or a remodel home, or a fixer-upper, just creating simple videos and photos on your phone makes people want to see what you're doing. And then when their friend says, oh, I just bought a new home, or I just bought a fixer-upper, or even better for you, their friend remodels fixer-uppers every month, and they just flip houses every month. And they say, hey, this is the guy, the tile guy, or the woman. Think about what just happened. Somebody that follows you on social media or is a friend of yours sees you creating very simple, free video content and photos of you installing tiles, which is part of your normal daily life. And now you have 12,000 followers, and you're at the tile guy or the tile woman. And this person says, hey, get your tiles from that person. Get your tiles from at the tile guy. And this person flips their homes every single month. That's a client that could generate you $5,000, $10,000, $15,000 over and over and over again that you got for free just because they were commenting and liking and watching you post pictures and videos of your normal daily life. Same thing happens if you're a real estate agent or a fitness trainer. If you're a real estate agent and you're out there and you're just making very basic videos with your phone, it's nice if you get somebody to actually film it for you. Completely unnecessary until you get to a big following or you want to spend that money. Your iPhone or your Samsung Android type phone, they can do some amazing, amazing video quality content and great photos. So if you're going to do a listing of a house and you walk up and show the outside, you show the landscape, you show the home, you show each room of the interior, you explain what needs to be remodeled, and you give value, you give information to your followers, now they want to watch all your content. I'm not saying just take a pretty picture of some mansion. If you're going to some house that you're flipping or some house that your client is fixing up, and you go around with your phone and you film very, very straightforward things. The plumbing is bad, this window needs new resurfacing. Oh, the drainage sucks here. We need to fix this. These are real life problems for people and your followers. So if they can get value from you and you show them why upgrading to these level of sinks instead of these sinks increases the home value, or if you do this on all your doors and you add an alarm system or a Nest or a Ring, the electronic thing for your doors, and people don't think about that, and all of a sudden they can learn if they add a Ring or Nest to the house and make it a smart house, it increases the value by $10,000, but that thing only costs $300 or $400. You just created and caused them value, and they'll always think about you. So if you're creating real estate content, which is free, what happens? Your followers and your friends tag people that are either other real estate agents, mortgage brokers, notaries, people that have clients, loan officers, bank managers. They just start tagging you because it's relatable content to them. Now they're providing value for their friend, which leads to clients, which leads to other referrals, which leads to so many different things just by you filming and photographing content of your daily life. Earn trust and respect. Earning trust and respect is a really big deal. Why? When you earn trust and respect, well, people trust and respect you. What does that do for you? Well, it makes them want to invite you to events, like we talked about earlier. It makes them want to work with you, like we talked about earlier. It makes them feel comfortable referring people to you, and it makes you trustworthy. And when you become trustworthy, and you have to actually be trustworthy, don't just put on a facade. I'm not saying to earn trust and respect if you're not a respectable person or a trustworthy person. You want to actually be those things. You want to actually have that high moral ground to back up what you're doing. If you're a personal fitness trainer, but you're not certified, don't give certified personal training information. If you're a real estate agent, but you're not a licensed real estate agent, you shouldn't be giving those type of information. You actually want to go out and take the time, go study the courses, go get your certified training, so that you're not just saying those things, you're actually doing those things. But earning the trust and respect, once you have that, is critical, and it doesn't ever go away. When you have the respect, then you start to earn the money. It's a very famous quote, right? When you have that respect, people want to refer people to you, people want to have you around, people want to say that they know you, and just through that association, it can cause you a lot of other things. It can cause you other sales, it can cause you other networking, it can cause you other relationships, and those relationships may not be immediate. If you're, again, real estate agent or fitness, let's just use some basic examples, and they refer you a mortgage broker and a loan officer and a notary, nothing might happen for months. Nothing might happen for 8 months, a year. But one day that notary finds this person that just got a divorce, and that person is selling their home, and they want to sell it really fast, and they need an agent. Well, isn't it worth 8 months later to have a referral from a notary, from a divorced client that wants to sell their $800,000 house, and you get 6%, and all of a sudden you made $48,000 in commission off of nothing. When I say nothing, I mean you didn't spend $1 to film that video content or photograph that house, to create that social media content, to get that one referral. Isn't it worth making $48,000 8 months later just because you earn trust and respect off of something you already do in your daily life? Brings in more inbound leads. Bringing in more inbound leads is obvious, kind of like the certified personal trainer. Even if you only have 12,000 followers and you're posting videos of you working out each day, and then when you have your clients, if they allow you to film that, and you post videos of you filming your client, and they're doing their push-ups, and they're losing weight, and you're causing success, and you're telling their success stories, and you're talking about the struggles, and you guys are sweating, and she's running back and forth and doing suicide runs, and you guys are about sweating. Very simple, straightforward content, filming your real life. You're inspiring that person to do better because now they have accountability. If you're a certified trainer and the woman you're training wants to lose 18 pounds and you're helping her through that process and she's okay with you filming her, imagine the accountability that she now has knowing that your 12,000 followers are watching. You're using it to create something positive, and it's not just for her. Now, as she loses 1 pound, 2 pounds, and she's feeling better about herself, on your account, people are now buying into and watching this storyline play out. What happens now? They start tagging their friends to inspire their friends. And all of a sudden, whether you get clients or not out of it, which you most likely will, you're inspiring other people to do the hard work that she's doing. You're inspiring other people to feel better about themselves. You're inspiring other people on all these positive things just from filming and photographing content that you're already doing in your daily life of being a certified trainer. Top of mind awareness. Top of mind awareness is critical because in those key moments where the notary was talking to the divorcee, they have a choice to make. Who should I refer as the real estate agent? If you're at the top of the mind, you're the one that they referred to sell that $800,000 house, which gets you a $48,000 commission, just because you were at the top of their mind. How do you become at the top of their mind? You post on social media once to 3 times a day. If you at least do once a day, I won't be mad at you. If you skip 4 or 5 days in a row, I'll be frustrated with you because you're missing out on something that's so simple. Because I know you worked Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, and Friday as a personal trainer, as a gym owner, as the real estate agent, as the plumber, as whatever it is your business is, in construction. Doesn't matter where your business is. It might be boring to you, but that's because you're behind the lens and it's normal to you. But from the other side, when the people that don't know how to do those things, they don't know how to do the magic. You think about a magician. When a magician's doing tricks, it becomes boring to them 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 years later because they know how to do the trick over and over and over. To a chef, when they cook the same thing over and over and over for 4, 5, 6, 7, 10 years, that macaroni and cheese or that steak or that vegan food or whatever it is that they're cooking, it becomes mundane and boring to them because they've cooked the same thing over and over and over. But for that person on the other side that's receiving the plate of food or watching the magic trick, they're so excited deep in their soul to see that magic trick because they have no idea how it's done and they're wowed and awed. When somebody eats that plate for that first time, whether it's vegan food or a steak or amazing macaroni and cheese, they're wowed and awed because this amazing chef created it for them. The amazing chef thinks it's boring. The magician thinks it's boring. You are the magician and the chef in this storyline. When you create this content of your own life that you think is normal or boring, you're actually creating magic. You're actually creating amazing plates for people to consume. The top of mind awareness for you is so critical in that moment where the notary had the divorcee that was explaining that they have to sell their house really, really fast for $800,000 because whoever's at the top of their mind is who the notary is going to refer. When somebody says, I need a personal trainer, I follow this lady on Instagram and she's always creating great content, you should check her out. That moment can cause you to get a client that's paying $60, $80, $40, $100 per session. Maybe it doesn't sound like a lot to you, but what if that client starts working out with you 3 times a week and they stay with you for a year? All of a sudden, just having very basic top of mind awareness got you a client that's paying, let's call it $80 a session, 3 times a week. That's $240 a week. That's $960 a month. That's $10,000-ish for the year, just because a simple thing of somebody saying, hey, this woman on Instagram, she posts really good fitness content. She trains her clients here in Albuquerque, New Mexico. Go check her out. Wouldn't you like to make an extra $10,000 just by having simple top-of-mind awareness from filming and photographing content of your normal life, being the woman in this scenario, filming your clients or filming yourself working out? It costs you nothing. You're already going to be working out. You're already going to the gym. These are all hard, sunken costs. You already have an iPhone or an Android. That's a hard, sunken cost. So to take the time, you don't have to make fancy edits either. If you can, great. If you want to spend the time and learn how to edit, God bless you, more power to you. If you don't, and you just want to post straightforward content and filming in one shot, gaining a $10,000 a year client just from social media or just from networking at events and building your personal brand, just from being out there, that's a huge deal. Because what if you get 3 or 4 or 5 of those in a year? What if you get 1 of those a month? If you got a new $10,000 client each month, that's $120,000 in new revenue for the year. And more importantly, what if they refer their friends, which most of the time in the fitness space, that's what happens. Your clients refer their friends. Not all this is about money. But I want to break it down so you realize how simple something so small as you having 12,000 followers on social media, filming and photographing content of your daily life, and getting a referral in the fitness space or the real estate space can cause you to make tens of thousands of extra dollars per year. Lastly, it creates more referrals and sales. It's kind of what I just said on almost all these things. It all leads back to more referrals and sales. Even though your personal brand doesn't have to be about that, it's critical for you to understand that it's going to lead to that whether you like it or not. No matter what industry you're in, if you sell artwork and you're a painter, if you're a musician just creating videos of you playing the guitar, whatever industry you're in, getting more referrals, getting more sales, being invited to more events, building and becoming an authority is priceless to you. Everything I said is free for you to do. Spending money or hiring a quality video editor is only going to amplify what you're doing, but it's unnecessary until you've done these things yourself. It's unnecessary until you've hit a certain plateau financially or built a certain level of account. Listen, if you're making 100 grand plus a year and you want to spend 3 grand, 4 grand, 5 grand, 6 grand a month on a video editor, some will do it for $1,000, $2,000, some will charge you $10,000. It's all up to the amount of content you need. If you find somebody and you can make them do it per video, maybe you pay them $200, $500, $1,000 for the video. Or you try to buy a package. Maybe you buy a package, say, I'll give you 2 grand, but can you do 4 videos for me, or 6 videos, or 8 videos, depending on the market. If you're in LA, a lot of them will charge you $300, $500 to $1,000. If you're in Albuquerque, New Mexico, you might find a kid that just works at a local video store or hair salon, and on the side wants to film videos. You could film all your videos in one weekend and have them for the week, and maybe pay them a few $100s and they'll be happy with it. If you're around a college town where there's an actual film school or they're going through college classes to graduate in this category, you might find them that'll do it for free, that just want to be an intern to create their initial database, to create their portfolio. But if you don't want to do any of that, and you just want to live your daily life, and you want to build your personal brand, these are all the reasons why, but doing it on your phone, doing it for free, just proves that you don't need anything holding you back. The only thing holding you back is your mind. The things that are holding you back, that are inside of your mind, are completely, completely wrong. The reason that they're wrong is that what you feel like is a setback, or what you feel like is holding you back, is just something that's in your mind from a preset thing that's not true. You think it's expensive to create personal brand content. You think when you see somebody with 100,000 followers that it takes them months and months of work and tens of thousands of dollars. They all started from somewhere, and whatever level you're at, you can create that same quality content by just living your normal daily life and pulling out your phone a few more times a day.